Alrighty gamers, it is time. The worldwide download celebration units are here. I am joined with Galeriot. Go ahead and say hey.
Hello everybody.
And we're going to take a look at Goku. So turn 1, he does have the 50% Gohan support as he is a Planet Namek saga. We're running on a Planet Namek saga, I believe, with Namek Goku and Super Saiyan. So we can get him, GT Goku, and I actually didn't see the attack set. Did you see what that was?
It was 6.8.
Alright, 6.8, yeah, and then 5.8. So he does stack defense on his 12 key, which is very cool, and attack on his 18 key, so additionals for him is very impactful. And of course, if you do take a hit, I'll put up on screen his passive, but it's very good. If you take a hit, guaranteed additional, medium chance in the second or third rotation. But yeah, initial impression scale. How do you feel about him?
Oh, very good. Very, very good. I really like him so far. He seems really strong. Looking forward to seeing his own team and how he's going to work on his own team. But yeah, no, I'm really liking him so far.
So next rotation with Goku, we do have the 40% support Piccolo, who is really good in his own right, but that's a whole separate thing. We're here for Goku. But based on how we've seen him so far, Gale, how you feeling him? How you ranking him? I feel he's like number 1 in the game.
I'm feeling him really good. No, he's really, really strong. I think for long events, especially, getting that 12 key defense is going to be really nice. The stacking, that is, of course. I think it just comes down to your personal preference. I think at the end of the day, I would personally prefer a unit like Goku, who's, consistent, can be firing at all guns blazing at all times. Whereas, a unit like AGL UI Goku, to me, it's a chance on his dodge, whereas Goku, I think, will be strong all around. No, I'm very much excited about seeing where he places. I think for now, I would like to place him 2 and 3, maybe, him and Frieza, but we'll see.
Man, I'm gonna place him above Vegeta. Poor Vegeta, man. Every time a new unit's out, it's like, alright, better than Vegeta. But,
it's unfortunate, but it's the truth, unfortunately. He's like, Vegeta's unfortunately just not as good as the other ones. His damage reduction's bad.
Yeah, hits average. It should have just been 5% every hit, and then it just never went away once it hit like 40%. But anyways, let's see the next rotation with Goku.
All right, so Trocho, speaking of units and their nuances and their conditions and stuff, let's talk about the active skill. How do you feel about Goku's active skill?
Man, so under 30% HP immediately is bad, and then it's what, facing a single unit of extreme type.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure, isn't it under 30% HP of the enemy? I could be wrong on that. But I'm pretty sure it's that.
Ignant, real quick, before you got the orbs already, whatever. It'll have been up on screen. If it's under 30% of the enemy, it's still whatever, but under 30% of your own HP is so not good. Because, like, Int Cell, same condition, you're never getting Int Cell to transform. So I'm not 100% sure. Unfortunately, he's not up on the wiki yet. I will try to find a screenshot of him, but Twitter is absolutely exploding with all the hype of Goku. And look at him getting his additionals, because yeah, you take one hit and guaranteed double super. No chance like with the year 6 units, which I think that's actually a really cool mechanic. Would you have preferred him to have something like guard and losing a bit of his like guaranteed additional and whatnot?
Maybe if he was like, okay, gets hit once and then guards for the rest of the turn, maybe something like that could have worked. And then of course on the second and third attacker, he could have been basically, getting his medium chance to additional anyways. I think maybe that could have been something unique and different to maybe Frieza and could have made him better potentially. What would you think about that potentially?
I'm gonna be honest, I was reading his active skill condition.
Okay, and what was it? Let's focus on that first.
Yeah, it's when facing the stream class enemy and HP is 30% or less, it doesn't... I'm not actually sure if that's your HP or enemy HP. I know we did I believe it's our HP, because that's... No, Frieza... I think it is enemy, so you can get the crown. Either way.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying... I mean, it's a decent one. It's good to finish off enemies, especially when you're in a situation.
Yeah, but you have to be using one and extreme, which is the only issue.
Yeah, it's gonna be very finicky. I mean, Goku's unfortunately in a situation where there's not that many extreme class enemies in the sense of threats. Like God Event is all super enemies. You know, the legendary Goku events and Vegeta events is super, so it's kind of harder there. But yeah, this is obviously his best rotation. But yeah, as I was saying, I think if he got guard instead of maybe an additional and left his medium chance to additional on his second and third slots, do you think that would be better?
Oh yeah, so much. Well, thing is, his additional is giving him more defense, 30% more, and he has like good defense. After a couple supers, you're not like taking damage. So I don't know. I think yeah, having guard would have been cool, but after like a couple turns, it doesn't really matter until you get into like how much damage does he actually take right here? Okay, 23k. Unfortunate, didn't exactly prove my point the best, but when you, the events that are really going to be an issue, which would be like Vegeta and LGE Goku, the GT1, by the time you get there, you should hopefully be built up enough defense to tank it, and Vegeta doesn't really take away that much defense from stacking units, so I don't think it's an issue. But yeah, having like a revival mechanic or any cool gimmick they've introduced in the last, what, 2 years that we barely see would be cool for these units. Like, what would you have wanted on Goku? Revival or exchange somehow or something?
I mean, no, not exchange. I mean, if it was exchange, it would have been funny because it would have been like Krillin into Goku. No, I think it would have been nice to have at least nullification rather than revival. I think revival is kind of... I mean, revival, I feel like we've kind of learned that they don't want to bring it back, considering we haven't gotten one since the 60th anniversary. So to me, I think it's just a dead in the water, just like exchanges at this point. But yeah, I just feel nullification. I'm surprised that they didn't go for that on either unit, to be honest.
Yeah, because they added that to global, and then
maybe for part 2. I assume part 2 is the only reason why.
Part 2 LR, huh? I don't really know who they could do. What, Dende that just nullifies everything because Dende?
Yeah. I mean, but that's a discussion for another day. I mean, the main focus is these guys, and I mean, I still think these guys are great. It's just a shame that we
is
don't
that
have
380 or 360? That's 360.
That's 360. That's 360.
Yeah.
Yep.
At that point, you're not taking damage from pretty much anything.
Yep. And yeah, no, he's got a good set of supports on his team, and especially if you put him in Planet Namek Saga, he obviously has a Namek Gohan, so thumbs up on that. But yeah, no, I really like him. I really do like him.
9.6.
That's crazy,
oh man, he's so good. And if he gets an additional super here, he'll probably be like, what, above 400? Yeah.
8 million, yeah.
8 million
is
good. 12k.
Yeah, speaking of which, actually, that's a good point I should make. I don't know if you saw it, but the 12k and 18k for both of their super attacks is Mega Colossal, instead of just one being Colossal and the other one Mega Colossal. So that's something fresh and new as well.
Yeah, that's really good that they went ahead and did that. The last unit was just, what, in LR Gohan? And that was basically it. Yeah. But let's go ahead to the next rotation that will probably wrap it up, because I'm sure he'll probably have a 10 million attack stat by then. Oh, okay. We get the active skill. That wasn't even planned, but that's really cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the active skill. Maybe finish off Buhan? I don't know. I mean,
it should. I think it would, because support and best links, right, with the SSJ Goku. Obviously, not
hopefully. Goku. I believe he
good old sprites.
I believe he greatly raises attack on his active skill.
I think it's massively.
Oh man.
Oh, there it is. 12 million. Oh my days.
And there's the frown. Dokkan is very cool. Goku is very cool. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up from us. Final thoughts on Goku.
No, Galeriot. Just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, man. Super excited to see. Super excited to potentially pull for him and get him. Hopefully.
And yes, it is greatly raising attack. So, I mean, massively would have been maybe too broken, but I mean, actually, no. It's too annoying to get. Has to have been massively. Whatever. I'll take greatly. It's very cool. We have the frown in Dokkan. LR Goku, best unit in the game. Dodging means nothing when you get hit. Yeah. That's gonna wrap it up from us. Hope you guys did enjoy. Because in the Frieza showcase.
Bye bye.